About about 10 years ago, I started journaling to for me to monitor my thoughts because I wanted to be positive, and then by being positive, create a much positive reality for myself. And when doing that, I noticed that my relationship with food, that I used to to eat for discomfort. Yes, eat away my discomfort. So when I was feeling down, I used to go grab something to eat, without being hungry. So I noticed that, and though in those days I used to diet also without much success, and I decided to combine it actually, by combine it I mean doing 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 the diet, combine the diet with exercise. I used to do that already, but and I add to it my the monitoring of emotions. I actually keep on monitoring my emotions for me to be more aware of my eating habits, and together with that, the diet and exercise. And I noticed I lost I start losing weight much more, because in the beginning I used to just diet and exercise without much success, diet and exercise, like do it like a week, and after a week I I go I go on eat something that's not allowed, and gain some weight, gain back weight. So when I started to combine the diet, exercise together with the monitoring of thoughts, I had much more success, and I lost much more weight also. So I decided to check check on the internet the information concerning that, because because it's my experience. And when I check on the internet, when I Google it, to Google the weight gain and emotions, I found some interesting information regarding trapped emotions and unfelt emotions. The way that we that we go along, that we manage trap emotions, trap emotions by eating, by eating food instead of feeling the emotion. And then also the unfelt emotions that we suppress, and then grab something to eat, go grab something to eat for to like to like buffer the discomfort. And the best way to deal with that is by sit down, be quiet with yourself, and every time you get a discomfort, to sit down and analyze it. That's actually what I did when journaling. Sit down, be quiet, and analyze the discomfort. Feel it, let it let it let it loose. By feeling it, you let it loose, and then it's not something that you have to grab something to eat to buffer it. It just dissolves because you feel it. So that's what they said in on the internet. That's the information I got, and then it's almost the same thing. It's the same thing that I've done also, and by being quiet and sit down with your emotions, journaling and sit down with your emotions, you validate your emotions, and then you let them loose. It's not you don't suppress them. You don't let's say park them somewhere and then without feeling them, because the let's say the parking or the suppressing of the emotions, that's the cause of the binge eating, or the the eating without hungry, and that causes weight gain. So that's one of the most it was very 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 interesting to to read it and do it, and to actually to find information regarding something that I've experienced, and that I was doing. Because I came to the information in a different way. I just started monitoring my feelings to for me to be positive. Every time I had like a drawback, or a hurt, I felt hurt, or something happened, I had a bad feeling, I used to just go sit down whenever I can. I used to go sit down and then analyze the feeling. Why do I feel like this? What's happening? What's the problem? And then by doing that every time, again and again, I noticed my behavior also towards food. And in the information I got from internet, they're talking this they were saying the same thing. The best way to deal with the suppressing, or the suppressed, the unfelt, and the trapped emotions, is by sit down and analyzing your emotions and not suppressing them. So I walked a different way to reach to reach to reach the same thing that they were saying on the internet, on the information that I got from the internet. Actually, it was based on information from Louis Hay, that talks about the psycho spiritual relationship between weight gain with yeah and emotions. So the most important thing is, actually, my conclusion is actually just especially if you want to lose weight, take your emotions into consideration. Check check your behavior. I mean, yeah, check yourself. Check your behavior. How you cope. How you cope with emotions. Whenever something would, whenever you have discomfort, check with yourself. Check how you cope with it. Check if you're happy about it. And see and check also your relationship with food, if you just eat to get rid of discomfort, eat whenever you're hungry, or just eat for fun. And also if you're just eating for, yeah, for fun, this check out the way you check the way you behave, and the way you deal with the food. If it's a balanced way of dealing with the food, and your emotions towards the food. If it's something like you have to, you know because in my case I used to deal with the food like kind of an addiction, to use it to cope with certain feelings, but what it's actually not supposed to be. I had to to change my way of dealing with the food. So maybe you have to do it too that way. Analyze it for yourself, and then if it's necessary, try to change it. But you can always do it little by little. You don't have to do it radical in one time. Yeah, just analyze yourself, start little by little, and then make the change.